right, welcome everyone to December, the first day of December, and I reflect back on this last month and think of all the different encounters and all the different fun we had throughout the month of November. And three of the funnest hunts that we had all involved a decoy. Kasey Morgan, Greg Glesinger, myself, all had different results using a decoy. So we're going to go into all three of these hunts. First, Kasey on an absolute magnum in Iowa. Just a giant deer, and the decoy made the difference. So everybody check it out. It is one of the deer season 21s I think you're going to enjoy a lot.
It is the morning of November the 11th. We are in the great state of Iowa. It's my first opportunity to bow hunt in Iowa, so I'm super pumped. Something I've dreamt about my whole life. We came down in this bottom this morning. We had a huge weather front blow through last night, and it stopped basically this morning. So with the higher winds, we came down in a spot we call Beckham's Bottom. It's a huge clover field, like 4 or 5 acre clover field. So we elected to put the decoy out just to try to shrink that food plot down. Hopefully we can suck these bucks into bow range. But DeerCast says it's great, so hopefully it picks up here shortly. Should be a great sit. No better place to be than the great state of Iowa hunting deer. I think he just went down. He popped up down there with 2 does and then worked his way into the decoy. Perfect. 35 yards, I put it right on him. It shouldn't. It sure looked good, and there was blood on the side. It looked like it was high lung to me. Oh, man. It looked like to me, but we can replay it. Yeah. It looked really, really good. Yeah, I felt good. I mean, I put the pin on him and let it go, and God, I rewatched it. Dude, that was a giant buck. Awesome. That was a double beamer. Yeah, he's got a double me on his left. We got a ton of pictures. We've sat this spot 3 different times trying to run into that buck, and we have not seen him, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he shows up. Oh, Jesus, Labor. Oh, what a giant buck. Giant buck. All right, Greg and I have been sitting here reviewing the footage, going over it over and over again, and we have come up with 2 things. number one, that deer is absolutely smoked. And number two, that might be the biggest buck of my life. He's right there. He's close, if not the biggest deer I've ever shot. And I had to come to Iowa to do it, and I'm super pumped. I've always wanted to hunt this state. Man, it has not disappointed. Unbelievable.
Great shooting, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Heck of a buck.
Giant buck. Giant. Just picked up blood on the edge of the field, and it goes heads up right up through here, and I could see the trail, so it looks pretty good so far. Here's the arrow. Broke. Blood train is rolling. There's blood all there's literally blood everywhere, like he went in a circle. Dude.
I saw him first. I had to let you get it. Had to let you have the moment.
I saw you go over the camera. I figured it had to be good.
It was all good news, buddy. Let's go get him. Let's go get him.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Talk about breaking the glass on a heck of a Hawkeye buck. You did it.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Greg.
You earned it, buddy. Absolutely earned it.
Thank you. This is huge mass all the way up here. This goes down into his head, all the way down into the middle, like he could be like almost like a potential unicorn type thing. It's crazy on this side. Crazy.
Truly a surreal experience sitting behind my first Iowa whitetail with a bow. I've dreamed about this my entire life. Anyone that's a huge whitetail fanatic like we are knows that Iowa is the most sought out place to be. And my first Iowa buck does not disappoint at all. He worked the decoy perfect this morning. We had a front blow through yesterday evening, blew through all night long, rained all night until early this morning. And it took the deer a little while to get going after that front had them down, subdued a little bit, but once they did, it was action-packed. This deer worked into the decoy, 35 yards, Mathews Rage, victory arrow, tore him up. He didn't make it 150 yards, and I'm pretty sure I'm sitting behind my biggest buck of my life, my first Iowa whitetail. Thank you so much, Greg. Crazy experience. I can't believe we got the opportunity, and to share it with you is really special. Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy. Well deserved.
This is the guy, the contender. Couldn't hold it. Kasey answered the bell today.
One of the things you always want to remember, if you've got a buck decoy, you want that buck quartering towards you, because that buck, when he comes to it, in theory, should face him. So if you've got your decoy quartering towards you, the buck, the oncoming buck, should be quartering away. Conversely, if you've got a doe out, you want her broadside to quartering away slightly, because he's going to approach her tail, and then you've got once again a quartering away deer. So I generally have them out there at about 25 yards or so. I like that distance because sometimes they could circle wide on there. So 25 to 30, if they circle, you're well within range. So there's all kinds of little tricks to decoy, and the more tricks you know, the better, more success you can expect. The last time I saw Dave, I killed a 216 that night. I talked to he and his wife Tanya right here. Maybe that's an omen, Carson. We did. We talked to him for 15-20 minutes that night. That's the last time I saw him. What's that mean? That means good things are coming. That means Dave's good luck. That means Dave's going to go with me the rest of the season. Everywhere. Kansas, Texas, back to Iowa, Missouri. traveling back in here on tonight's hunt, and I used a decoy on this farm not long ago. You're about to see it. And different results from Kasey's, same but yet different. I'm using a doe, and here's this giant, very ancient deer. I believe he's 8.5 years old. Comes in and works the decoy perfectly, and then I don't want to steal it, but you'll just have to see it. Congratulations to Kasey on that giant, but here comes another one with a bit different result.
It was that last phase. I used that stuff on the doe decoy when Taylor killed. So I'm gonna give her a douse of perfume as well. Should be ready for a date. Well, there's Doris in all her hotness. She is ready to go, and she got a good dose of Buck Bomb Extras. This is the same stuff I threw on the other morning for Taylor's hunt, and I mean, they just wouldn't leave it alone. So we'll see how they react to it tonight. It's a good experiment just from that standpoint. Hopefully our food plot architecture works along with the decoy. We feel like we're in the right spot. The wind's right in our face. If there's still a few bucks on their feet looking, or back on their feet looking, we should be in a good position here. But the weather's right, the wind's right, the skies are right, the pressure's right. We just need the right buck to try and come in and work that decoy. So it's going to be a fun sit, I think, before it's over with. We're excited. A little later than we expected, but these does are working their way down that greenfield path, which is what it was designed for. These bins did so well. We created a turkey foot path, 3 different directions, north, east, northwest, and north, and they all come together right here in front of the blind at about 25 yards. So hopefully we get a buck to walk this same path. She's accepted the decoy so far, so we'll see what the bucks do once they come out. That's the one I saw. Is G2 bro? 3 is bro. Nice 9 walking the north edge right here. Probably 145-inch 9. 4-year-old. Dude, I hate to walk in. We're gonna run all those down. Pretty decent rack up there from what I can see. Yeah, he's behind a bunch of brush over. I don't have a good view. I barely catching glimpses. It look like? It looks like it could be, yes. I think it might be. I think it could be as well. Big deer. Yeah, he's got a big body. Slow motion. Yeah, that's him. Yep. Doe's running hard, everything's clearing. He's chasing that doe now. In front. He's coming to the decoy. Okay. Yeah, that's all. Well, that got depressing very quickly. We had a buck that I believed to be 8.5 years old coming straight at us here. And he got right here within bow range, like I could have shot him, but I thought he was going to finish working the decoy, and then out of nowhere, just turns around and runs for his life. He's still running. That doesn't make any sense to me, but here comes a different buck coming right at our way. Of course he does. Another spike coming. There he is against the tree. Yeah, I see him over there. I guess you live by the decoy, you die by the decoy, but I could have shot the deer. I just thought he was going to get closer.
The results are in.
DeerCast said it was supposed to be a great night.
Well, here you go.
DeerCast said great.
It doesn't exist anywhere else but in DeerCast.
Hunters love DeerCast's exclusive deer movement forecast. Get ahead of your game with DeerCast.
That is a pretty little buck right there. We're having a good sit, even as warm as it is. They're on this green really heavily. You know, you've seen two different results using a decoy. Now Greg's going to try and do something very difficult. Narrow a really big field into a small spot for a bow, and he's doing it during Missouri rifle season. And if I know Greg and Kasey, they'll get it done. Enjoy this one. It's a good one. Well, it's opening morning of Missouri gun season. It's November 13th, and the Orange Army is in force in the Show Me State this morning. It's 28 degrees. DeerCast says good, and our expectations are high. We got Bucky Jr. out in front of us because we really like to get one with the Mathews. Hopefully, we're going to have a wonderful sit opening day. Might be a shooter, I don't know. I can't see him. I see him walking the wood line, but yeah, he's definitely mature. Yeah, he is. I've got it whenever you're ready. Yeah, I've got to give us an angle. Absolutely smoked. Smoked. He ain't gonna go up there. How about it, Kasey? Getting it done with the Mathews during Missouri gun season. God, I gotta love it. That decoy reeled him in from easy 200 plus yards. Easy. Maybe even more than that. Without a shadow of a doubt, without that decoy, we don't get it done with the Mathews. No way, no how. He saw him and reeled him in within plus or minus 30, 31 yards. Over, baby. Rage, victory combination. Couldn't handle it. Man, that's awesome. One thing I love when I see him go down, there's no tracking involved. Let's go do it. That's funny. Nice work.
about it, Kasey?
Great job. Great shot.
Well, the 13th should be unlucky. Here it is, November 13th in the Show Me State, opening day Missouri gun. And our season's been tough so far with the Mathews here in Missouri. Just can't get it done. And we had an encounter with this guy 5 or 6 days ago on the north side of our farm. And with the amount of activity on our reconnaissance cameras, Kasey and I both agreed that, you know what, we're going to bring the Mathews and the Winchester opening day because we're really passionate about the stick and string, and it all came together a little after 8 o'clock. DeerCast said good, and the Victory Rage combination found its mark, and we did not need DeerCast track because he didn't go 40. So what a beautiful morning, a really nice mature Missouri buck. We believe he's 5, if not older. And it all comes down to one thing, which is we've been observing this draw, this bottom field for some time now, and we finally made a decision this spring to make a plot. And this is a direct result of it, is exactly this. Efforts paid off, man. Couldn't do without you, Kasey, and thanks for laying it all down.
Come on. He ran. Yeah, he was out here last night too. Him, and then the mature 10 and 9 were all out here. The only one I didn't see was our boy. But I thought if he comes off that corn and beds in the grass, you wouldn't, you know, bird it. Great way to start December. And what a great episode that was. Kasey, Greg getting it done. Iowa, Missouri. I almost got it done, but didn't quite. But I hope you enjoyed this particular installment of Deer Season 21. We're going to keep rolling throughout December. I'm going to Kansas tomorrow, then Texas, then back to Iowa for gun season. So keep watching them, keep leaving comments. We appreciate everybody that's downloaded DeerCast or has watched any of the Deer Season 21s. If you haven't caught them all, you got the whole month of December to go catch them. We appreciate y'all. We got another buck just entered over there, Carson.
You know, we at Drury Outdoors have had a long-standing relationship with Mossy Oak that spans some 30 plus years. As we've watched Mossy Oak grow, we've watched them allow a lot of their people to connect with the outdoors. And one of the aspects is Mossy Oak Properties, the land brokerage division. You know, we had a unique opportunity to list a parcel of property with Mossy Oak Properties, exactly how they listed it on the corporate side, the wording that they chose, and those listing agents understand rural property. They understand what you're trying to do and really what you believe in and what your passions are. It's good to know that you've got an agent that understands your passion. So if you're buying or if you're selling, check out mossyoakproperties.com and give them a chance because they understand the passion, particularly in the outdoors, the way we are passionate about the sport of hunting. By all means, if you haven't checked them out, please do. Go to mossyoakproperties.com.
This episode of Deer Season 21 is brought to you by MOTV. For access to all our Drury Outdoors TV shows, head over to